Okay, for this blanket I'll be using the basket weave stitch, and for this stitch you'll make your chain in multiples of 8. I've gone ahead and I've made a chain of 96 just for the sake of time. So let's get started. I'm going to make a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 double crochet in every stitch to the end of this chain. So that's 1 double crochet in every stitch until you reach the end of the chain, or the chain strip. So I'll continue making my double crochets, and I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Okay, I've now reached the end of the row. So I'm going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn the work around, and I'll now start to make the basket weave pattern. So for the pattern, I'm going to make 1 front post double crochet around each of the next 4 double crochets. So the front post double crochet, you yarn over, insert your hook from in front, pull up your loop, and complete your double crochet in a normal way. There's 1 front post complete. Let's make 3 more. This is the 3rd one. And this is the 4th one. That's the 4 front post double crochets. And now we're going to put 1 back post double crochet in each of the next 4 double crochets. So for the back post double crochet, you yarn over, you insert your hook from behind, you pull up your loop, and you complete your double crochet in a normal way. So we're going to do that 3 more times. You yarn over, insert your hook from behind, pull up your loop, complete your double crochet in a normal way. And let's do that 2 more times. Yarn over, insert your hook from behind, pull up your loop, complete your double crochet in a normal way. This is the last 4 back posts. Insert your hook from behind, pull up your loop, complete your double crochet in a normal way. So we have 4 front post double crochets and 4 back post double crochets. Now we're going to make 4 more front post double crochets. So that's 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, and we're going to alternate in that manner. We're going to have 4 front post double crochet, 4 back post double crochet, and so on until we reach to the end of this row. And I'm going to continue to make my front post and back post double crochets, and I'll come back when I'm at the end of this row to show you how I'm going to go on to row number 3. Okay, I've now reached to the end of this row, and I've made my last 4 front post double crochets. And now what we're going to do to end this row, we're going to make a double crochet in the top of the beginning chain 3. We're going to make a double crochet in the top of that chain 3. Okay, so this ends this row, and after that chain 3 we're going to chain up 3 again. 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn our work around. You can see the basket weave stitch is beginning to form. Okay, so we chain up 3, and now beginning 4, what was the previous front post now will become back post. So we're going to make a back post double crochet around each of these first 4 back post double crochets from the previous row. So we're going to yarn over, insert a hook from behind, pull up our loop, and complete our double crochet in a normal way. You're going to do that 3 more times. Yarn over, go in from behind, drop your loop, okay, that completes the 4 back post double crochets. And now over the front post double crochets, these 4 front posts, we're going to make 4 front post double crochet, 1 in each stitch. So we're going to yarn over, go in from in front, pull up our loop, complete the double crochet in a normal way. We're going to do that 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your loop, another front post complete. I'm going to repeat that 2 more times. Yarn over, yarn over from in front, pull up your loop, that's 3 of the 4 complete. Yarn over, insert your hook from in front, yarn over, pull through your loop, complete your double crochet in a normal way. So that's the 4 front post double crochet completed. So we're going to continue on. Now we're going to have 4 back posts, then we'll have 4 front posts, and so on. And that is how this pattern is going to go on. We have 4 back posts, 4 front posts, 4 back posts, and so on. And when I reach to the end of this row, I'll come back and show you how to end off. Okay, I've now reached the end of this row, so we're gonna make a double crochet in the last stitch. That's the last turning chain 3 from the beginning row, from the previous row. So we're gonna make our last double crochet, and we're gonna chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. So now we can see that the basket stitch weave is beginning to take effect. You see? It's coming along nicely. Hope it's focusing. Okay, so I'm gonna go on off camera until I reach the desired length for this blanket. So we're gonna repeat rows 2, which is you make a chain 3 and you turn after you reach the end of every row. And on every row where there are 4 front posts, you'll make a front post over each of those front post double crochets. Where you have the 4 back post double crochet, you're going to make a back post double crochet around each of those back post double crochets. And you come to 4 front post crochet again, and you make 1 front post double crochet over each of the next 4 front post, and so on. So 4 back post, 4 front post, 4 back post, 4 front post on every row. So you're going to alternate and continue for the length of your project, whatever that project would be. So I'm going to walk my other rows off camera, and then when I reach the desired length, I'll come back and show you what the next step will be. Okay, this is the end of row 5. So we're going to chain 3 and turn. And now after I've reached the end of row 5, I'm going on to the other row, which will be now the complete opposite. So right now we have 4 front posts at the beginning, and to differentiate now to actually form the basket weave, we're gonna make 1 back post double crochet in each of these 4 front post double crochet, and what was the back post double crochet will now become the front post double crochets. That's just for this row, this one row. So on this 5th row, all that are front post double crochets will become back post, all back post will become front post, all front post will become back post, and so on. So in these first 4 front posts, we'll make a back post over each one. You know by now how to do the back post. We'll do that 3 more times. 3 more back posts around these 4 front posts. So we have this row. Just make the 4 back posts around the front post. Now we're going to put 1 front post in each of these 4 back posts. That's just for this row alone. And after this row, we'll reach the other end, we'll make a chain 3 and return, and we'll go back to making front post in front post, back post in back post, front post in back front post, and so on for the next 4 rows. But we'll continue on with this row so you won't get confused. So we'll continue with the front post in this back post. And now for these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 front posts, they'll now become back post. We'll now put 1 back post in each of them. 1, I'll have the written pattern in the description so you can easily follow. So we'll continue on with this row. I'll explain again. So where we have the 5 back posts, they will become front posts. You'll put a front post in each of those 4 back posts. Where we have the 4 front posts, we'll put a back post in each of these front posts, and so on until we reach the end of this row. And I'll come back and I'll explain it further on for the other 4 rows. Okay, I've reached the end of this row, this 5th row, which is the odd row that will differentiate the stitches. You can clearly see the basket weave effect now with this odd stitch. So we're gonna make a double crochet in the last stitch, which is the turning chain 3 from the previous row. We're gonna double crochet in the top of that chain 3. Also had to find. We're gonna chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna turn our work around. Okay, for the next 3 rows now, we're gonna go back and do what we did for row 3, which will be 4 front post in every front post, 4 back post in every back post, 4 front post in every front post, and we're going to do that for the next 3 rows. And on the 4th row, we will go back to that odd stitch where we will put the back post in the front post and the front post in the back posts. So let's continue on with these 3 ordinary rows where we're going to make the 1 front post in each 4 front post, 1 back post in each 4 back post, 1 front post in each 4 front post, and so on. We're going to do that for 3 more rows. And after those 3 rows, we'll go back to making the odd row. So after those 3 rows, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I've now completed those 3 rows of the repeat row 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. We do the same thing, and now we're gonna make a double crochet in the top of the last chain 3 from the beginning, from the previous row to end of this row. We're gonna chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to turn our work. So now after repeating row 3 for those 3 rows, we're going to make our odd row now. So instead of making back post double crochet in these first back post double crochet, for this odd row we're going to do the complete opposite. And the odd row is always a complete opposite, so we're now going to make one front post in each of these first 4 back posts. So front post, you go in front of the post as usual and complete your double crochet. We are doing the complete opposite, front post over back posts. Okay. And now for these 4 front posts, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to put back post, 1 back post over each of the 4 front posts. Coming from the back. Sorry. No, enter from behind. Okay. We're gonna go on 1 front post in each of these back posts, and we'll complete this odd row in this fashion. And after we complete this odd row, when you reach the end, as usual, you chain 3 and you turn your work, and you repeat row 3 for 3 more rows, and then we come to the odd row again, and it goes on and on like that. You repeat row 3 times, then we make the odd row, then you repeat row 3 times again, then we make the odd row until we complete the desired length of our project. I came back because I realized I didn't explain fully about the odd row, which actually defines the basket weave, the pattern. See, we can tell actual stitch, the difference between the weaves now, since we put in our odd rows. I'll have everything clearly written in the instructions for you. So I'll meet you back when I've reached the desired length of my pattern, of my project. Hi, I have now completed the required amount of rows to achieve the length of my basket weave blanket. It's looking gorgeous. And what I'm gonna do at this point, I'm gonna put on an edging with simply using single crochets, and you can join wherever you wish. So what I'll be doing, let me join. Okay, for this edging, I'll be using white. It's called Red Heart Soft Baby Steps, and it's number 4. So I'll continue on with my 5mm crochet hook. So let me join. I'm gonna join about in the middle of the I'm not going to start at quite at the end. I'm just gonna go more towards the middle to join my yarn. So I'll join in the first of one of the double crochets. This is one of the first of one of the 4 double crochets. I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the next double crochet, and I'm going to walk over this straggler, so you won't have to weave that in when you're finished. Just 1 single crochet so far. It's 2, bring it a little bit closer. It's 3. And we're going to make single crochets all along until we get to the corner, and in the corner stitch we're going to put 3 single crochet in every corner. So I'm going to continue making these single crochets in each stitch right across, and when I reach to the corner I'll come back and I'll show you what I'll do next. Okay, I've now reached to the corner stitch, and for this, on top of the turning chain 3, we're gonna put 3 single crochets in this corner. It's 1, 2, and 3. By putting the 3 single crochet, it will allow for a smooth transition to crochet down the other side. Now this other side is not well defined because these were the turning stitch. This is the side where we made the chain 3 turning stitches. So what we'll have to do now, in every chain 3 space down the sides, we're gonna put 2 single crochet in each space evenly right down this side of the blanket. So in every chain 3 space you simply put 2 single crochets. So this is the first space. I'm going to put 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and in the other space, sorry, and in this little open area, I'm going to put 1 single crochet in that space, and we're going to put 2 single crochets in the chain 3 space, 1, 2, and 1 single crochet right over this open space, this tiny opening. We just insert our hook. What we are trying to do is to evenly space out our single crochets right along the edge. So we're trying to do it as best as we can. And now in the next chain 3 space, we put 2 double crochets, sorry, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, and in this little space, opening space right here, in a joining, we'll put another single crochet, and we'll do this all along the edge until we reach to the other corner. And as I said before, in every corner stitch, we'll put 3 single crochets. So I'll continue on until I've reached around the entire area of the blanket, and we'll continue on with the other row of our edging. Okay, I've now reached to the end of this first row of single crochets. So we'll make a slip stitch in the first single crochet that we made. Slip stitch. So this is the end of our first single crochet row for the border. What I was saying on the other end, where it was not fully defined where we would put our stitches, I was saying to put 2 single crochet in each of the chain 5 spaces, sorry, the chain 3 spaces that we made each turn, and then to put a stitch in this little space there. But I've changed that instruction because it was increasing the stitches too many. So I'll just stick with putting 2 single crochet in each of the chain 3 spaces all along the edges. In each of the chain 3 spaces, we have 2 single crochet, and on each corner, in each corner stitch, we're going to make 3 single crochets. This will allow for smooth turning for the corner stitches. So we're going to continue on. Now for the second row, we're going to chain 1, we're going to single crochet in the same space where we just make a slip stitch, and we're going to make 1 single crochet in each single crochet all the way around. And remember, the corner stitch, we're going to make 3 single crochet in the second of the 3 single crochets of the previous row. So in every, from now on, in every center of those 3 single crochets in the corner stitch, you're going to put 3 single crochet in that center stitch of those 3 single crochets. So I'll continue to work the single crochet all along until I get to the corner stitch, and I'll come back and I'll show you what I'll do at that point. So just continue making all of your single crochets until you reach the first corner, and I'll be back. Okay, I've now reached the first corner where we have our 3 single crochets. So what we're going to do, we're going to single crochet in that first single crochet of the 3 sets of single crochets, and in the second single crochet in the corner, we're going to put 3 single crochets in that stitch, and 1 single crochet in the third single crochet. Sorry if I was out of frame. So what we actually doing in the 3 corner stitches, you're going to put 1 single crochet in the first single crochet of the 3 single crochets, and the second of the third single crochet, that's where we're going to put 3 single crochets, and then 1 single crochet in the third of the 3 single crochets in the corner stitch, and we're going to continue on with 1 single crochet each all along the edge. And when we get to the other 3 corners, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put 1 single crochet in the first of the 3 single crochets, and 3 single crochets in the second of the 3 single crochets in the corner, and then 1 single crochet in the third of the 3 single crochets in the corner, and continue on with 1 single crochet in each of the next single crochet all along the edges. So we're going to continue now. After we have dealt with the first corner, we're going to continue putting 1 single crochet in every single crochet all around until we reach to the other corner. And now we're going to do this for as wide as you would like your border to be. I'll put in the instructions and let you know exactly how many rounds I made of this border in the description box in the pattern. So I'll continue on and I'll be back to show you what it looks like after this second row. I've now reached to the end of round 2 of the edging. So you're gonna slip stitch first single crochet. For the third row, you're gonna do as we did for row 2. You're gonna chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch. We're going to make 1 single crochet in each single crochet all around, and always remember when you get to the corner stitch, when you reach the corner stitch, you're going to put 3 single crochet in the corner stitch. This is what it looks like so far. Coming along. So I'm going to continue on with row 3 with 1 single crochet in each single crochet all around. And as I said before, in every corner stitch you'll have the 3 single crochets, and always remember to single crochet in the first of the 3 single crochet, and in the second of the 3 single crochets you put 3 single crochets, and then you continue on with 1 single crochet in each single crochet until you reach to the other corner, and you do the same for all 3 other corners. And you can go on and make your border as wide as you would like, and I'm going to continue on and I'll let you know how many rows of the single crochet stitches I've made for this border. So I'll meet you back when I've completed all the rows that would finalize the border for this blanket. So I'll be back. Hi, I am back now with the finished project. The edging is now complete. It's looking real gorgeous, turned out nicely. I've made 6 rows of the single crochet for the border. I will have the full written instructions in the description box below. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.